We thought it'd be fun to slow it down a bit and make a decorative garden snail out of flat stock here in the blacksmith shop at Sutter's Fort. Step one, we're going to take it out of the forge over to the anvil. I want to get the end of this nice and spread out. Now that we have the end wider than the main body of it, we're going to heat it all up again and start curling it back on itself. Back into the fire. Now we're going to use the edge of the anvil to start my curl. I'm going to flip it, angle it toward me, and then start rolling it back this way. Using the face to keep it flat. Now that we have a good shape for our shell, we're going to heat up this part, and then we're going to use the edge of the anvil to make a bend. We're going to use the edge to make a bend right around here. We want that to be a nice 90 degree. Then I can flip it, bring this back on itself. Wedge those together. Now we're going to start to give it a little bit of a point. We're going to go ahead and give that one more heat and make the end of this a little pointier. Now that we got our shell and this body part's a little more drawn out, we're going to do a cut right here and work on making the head. I'm going to bring this over, put my hardy chisel in, I'm going to find just about where I'd like it, and we're going to hammer almost all the way through. Once we have it nice and thin like that, I can use a pair of scrolling tongs to grab it, wiggle that loose. We're going to place the extra back on the forge. Now, we're going to take out the chisel and prep our anvil to do some hand chisel work. But I'm going to heat this up again before we make our cut. Now we're going to bring it over to our anvil that's prepared with a hold fast. And I'm going to use a chisel to split the front to make our two eyes. Find just about center. There we go. Scoot back just a little bit. Now that we have that split, we're going to heat it up and taper both the eyes out separately. Now that we have a good split, we can start working on the individual eyes. All we're doing is drawing them out to make them longer and pointier. Now we're going to spread it out. Work on this other side. We're going to heat it up again and get this one long enough to match this one, and then we'll finish it up. We're going to put this one to the side, center this one up again, and then draw him out. Now we're going to heat it up one final time, use our scrolling tongs to finish it, and quench it. Let's give it a little bit of a brush to clean off some of that scale. We're going to use my scrolling tongs to put his little eyeballs in position. Switch sides, do the other one. I'm going to use our hammer to pinch them a little closer. Now let's cool it off. And there we have a decorative snail made out of flat stock in the blacksmith shop at Sutter's Fort.